It is an enormous privilege to be the Member of Parliament for Markham-Stouffville. My lifelong goal is to improve people's lives. I've always advocated for issues like access to health care, fair treatment of vulnerable people, and better international development. In 2015, I was given a cabinet position in the federal government. I worked with others to improve living conditions for Indigenous peoples, to bring Syrian refugees to Canada, to expand end-of-life options for Canadians, to reduce harms associated with drug use, and much more. I saw how government can be a force for good, but I also saw dysfunction in Ottawa. How time, money, and energy are wasted with political games and partisan efforts to gain or retain power, rather than focusing limited resources on building a better country. I was dismayed at how little cross-party collaboration takes place. I saw the disconnect between citizens and those who govern them. I saw how MPs are constrained in their ability to speak for their constituents. After 3.5 years, some of these systemic flaws led me to make a difficult decision based on my conscience. To maintain my integrity, I had to resign from cabinet. I expected to stay in the Liberal caucus, but the Prime Minister chose to expel me. Through it all, I listened to my constituents. They believe we can do politics differently. They want a stronger democracy, where representatives speak freely on behalf of constituents. They want a parliamentary system that is fair and functional, where politicians don't waste precious time fighting with one another. I am now running as an independent candidate. If elected, I will be accountable to the people of Markham-Stouffville. I will listen to my constituents and seek their advice. I will speak up on their behalf. I will speak the truth. I will work with other members of Parliament regardless of their party affiliation. I will focus on improving lives in our community and in our country. We can solve the challenges facing Canada, but we need to work across parties to share creative, evidence-based solutions. We can implement a more ambitious plan to combat climate change and diversify our energy sources. We can work alongside Indigenous peoples to achieve true reconciliation. We can reform electoral processes so every vote counts and the composition of government reflects the will of the people. We can improve healthcare and bring about the long-awaited implementation of national pharmacare. It's time for a change in our political culture. We will improve the functioning of government when Canadians elect more independent politicians to unleash their collaborative potential. It's time to color outside the party lines. On October 21st, please vote for Jane Philpott.